the vocabulary lessons for repetition. Again, pretty easy today. Let's talk about the vocabulary. First, let's use the word distinction. I talked about a lot in the main story. Let's just review it again one more time. And again, a distinction is an important difference. Often it has the idea of a small difference, but not always, but often. But it's a distinction, something that makes two things different. A small difference, an important difference. A distinction. Alright, next is the word viral. Viral means very, very important. Repetition is viral. Repetition is viral for mastery. It's very, very important for mastery. So again, viral means very important and even necessary. Viral, that's very important and necessary. So viral. Okay? Next is the word intensity. We use it a lot, in fact. Intensity. Intensity again means power. It really has the idea of concentrated power. So doing something with a lot of focus, concentration, a lot of in a small time. So repetition with intensity means a lot of energy, concentrated energy. So what we are talking about in this lesson, when I say we need to have repetition with intensity, you need to have repetition with concentrated energy, concentrated power, emotional power. That's all we are talking about with intensity. It's kind of the opposite of laziness. The next word we use is imitate. I told you to imitate me. Imitate my speaking. And as I said in the main story, imitate means to copy. To imitate means to copy, but really imitate is a bit stronger. To imitate means to copy someone very closely, exactly the same way that someone do something. And we usually use it when we are talking with people. So for example, you can copy a piece of paper. You can copy a paper, but you cannot imitate a paper. We usually imitate people, okay? Something that's alive, something that's moving, we can imitate it. So if you imitate a person, it means you try to speak like them, you try to look like them, you dress like them, everything. You try to be exactly like them. That's called imitating. And the noun is imitation. That process, that action is called imitation. And the verb is to imitate. Okay, alright. Next, we have one of my favorite words, bullshit. Bullshit is a great word. And we say this word bullshit, we say it when we totally disagree with something. When we think something is foolish or crazy or wrong, it really shows that you think something is wrong, totally wrong. So if somebody tells me, as students tell me, no, I already know the past tense, I don't need to learn it anymore. I want to learn the future perfect progressive. And I said, bullshit, you're totally wrong. You don't already know the past tense. Do because you just made a mistake with it. You just said yesterday I go to store, and then you say I already know the past tense. There's a problem here, and a lot of students do this. They say I know this, they don't know it. Because they constantly make mistakes using these things. When I talk about knowing, I mean deep acquisition. And acquisition means you have something, you keep it, and you never ever lose it. That's real knowing. So when students, I already know it, I usually say bullshit. It means you're totally wrong, or I think you're totally wrong. So you can use that word, that phrase, anytime you totally disagree with someone with what they are saying. When you think they are saying something that's totally foolish or wrong, you say bullshit. You can say that is bullshit. It's another way to use it. It's a very common word. Okay, and then in these talks, I talk a little bit about skills. I was talking about my own singing practice and how I have to practice skills every day. So we are talking a musical skill. Skill has other meanings, but in this case, in this situation, we are talking a musical skill. A musical scale is the notes that go up and down. It's a series of notes. You probably know do, re, mi, fa, sol, da, 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 right? Usually, it means a scale. So it's just a series of notes. There's a lot of different scales in music. We don't want to talk about those in detail, but there is a detailed series of notes in music. We call it scale, a set series. Okay, that's all of our vocabulary for the main content, repetition. Now, as always, it's very important to listen to these lessons many times. Okay? Or I should say, this week, you are going to deeply for an entire week, maybe even longer than that. So none of these is going to help you if you don't use it correctly. If you just listen to each lesson one time or two times or a few times, 1 or 2 days, you will not get the same benefits. You will be imitating me. You might enjoy it, you might learn a couple of words, but you're not gonna learn extremely deeply. You are not gonna learn how to speak English effortlessly and automatically like a native speaker. To do that, you gotta do a lot of deep level of repetition with intensity, with power. You have to follow the system to succeed at that level. And I hope you will do it, and I'm sure you will. And I know you're serious about that, and I want to hear about your success. Good luck. I'll see you next time. Next is a mini story, a very interesting mini story. So take care. I'll see you on the mini story. Bye bye.